In a dramatic move just days after Christmas, U.S. forces carried out airstrikes against Islamic State, ISIS militants in northwest Nigeria, marking a major escalation in America's involvement in the country's long-running security crisis. U.S. President Donald Trump announced the operation on his Truth Social platform, saying the strikes targeted ISIS fighters who had been attacking civilians, particularly Christian communities. He described the mission as a direct response to what he called weeks of worsening violence and warnings that went unheeded. According to the U.S. military's Africa Command, the airstrikes took place in Nigeria's Sokoto state and were coordinated with Nigerian authorities. Nigeria's foreign ministry later confirmed that the strikes were part of ongoing security cooperation with the United States, including intelligence sharing and joint efforts to weaken militant groups operating in the region. The timing of the operation during the Christmas season gave it added symbolic weight. Attacks on Christian communities in Nigeria often increase around major religious holidays, drawing international concern and renewed debate over the nature of the violence. Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation, is nearly evenly divided between Muslims and Christians. While violence is sometimes framed abroad as religious persecution, Nigerian officials insist the reality is more complex. They argue that militant attacks affect both Muslims and Christians and are driven by a mix of extremism, criminal activity, and long-standing conflicts over land and resources. Security analysts agree the roots of the crisis run deep. In many areas, clashes between armed groups, herders, and farming communities have intensified as climate pressure, poverty, and weak local governance fuel instability. Kidnappings for ransom, including those targeting religious leaders, have also surged, often blurring the line between ideology and organized crime. The Christmas strike adds to a growing list of overseas military actions during Trump's return to the White House, despite earlier promises to end what he called endless wars. Whether the operation will significantly weaken ISIS in Nigeria or deepen debate over America's expanding global military role remains to be seen. For now, the airstrikes send a clear message. Even during the holidays, the fight against extremist groups continues far beyond U.S. borders.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.